Hello, hello, hello. Wait for y'all to get in here because we got to discuss. Hey, hey, Blue. Hey, Blue. Hello, Blue. Hello, Blue. Hello, Blue. Hello, Blue. Yes, we got to discuss. So let us get into. I'm gonna wait for y'all to get in here because we got to discuss. We got to chat, holla back, girl. Ain't no holla back, girl. Cause I ain't no holla back, girl. Ooh. We got a chitter chatter. Hold on. I don't know if I like all this. I don't know if I like the way it's sitting at the current moment. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to redo. You see if I like it like. If I like it like that, yeah. If I like it like, oh. If I like it like that, oh. If I like it like, ooh, woo. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. I think I like it like that. I do. Woo. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. So, what are we going to, are y'all ready to discuss? Are y'all ready to discuss? Are y'all ready to shop it all the way? All the way. And I do mean all the way. Come on, Crystal. Yes, Crystal. Come on, Crystal. Hey, come on, Crystal being in the building. Listen. I want y'all to know one thing and one thing. Okay, I got my notes. Okay, I got my notes. Okay, we are going to go through episode 9, 10, and 11. Let me tell you why I kind of wait and stack it up. I want you to know why I do that. I believe that Big Brother is easier to discuss and better to discuss. Oh, Crystal, I'm sorry. Well, we're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about things. So don't worry, Crystal. You'll be involved. I got you. I promise. But yeah, Crystal, come on. You never have to ask if you can hang out with me, Crystal. You always down to hang out with me. I'm here for it all. So I just want to say that the reason that I wait on a couple of episodes to come out of Big Brother, because I do believe that Big Brother is the type of show where it's better to be able to discuss the set plan, not like, okay, after one episode, then we're kind of left hanging and everybody doesn't watch the live feeds. So I believe that it's something that, you got to stack up and let be said and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of let it stack. Now, I did find that it's important to get this conversation in before tonight's new episode. So we're going to talk, like I said, we're going to talk about 9, 10, and 11. Okay? 9, 10, and 11. So for me, who here with me for the Big Brother? Because we got to talk. Yeah, okay, listen, let me tell you something. We have chatted about this before, but didn't I tell you about Danny? Now we gotta talk, you gotta remember, we're gonna start episode 9, obviously. But didn't I tell you about Danny? Didn't I tell y'all, besides Memphis, I told y'all you gotta really watch them girls is not as slick and easy and so meek like they put on. I knew Danny was gonna step in there and start her stuff. I knew Danny. What I don't like is that Danny thought and thinks that the black girls are the easy ones for her to just jump on and make something up that they said, when that's not what happened at all. And I really don't care for that. Like, oh, let me just try to run into this whole situation. Like, you didn't like Janelle, so it is what it is. But then you go and put in your vote for Janelle just to stir up the pot, and then think that you're gonna push it off. Hey, Jewel, and just gonna push it off on the black girls. Like, why did you arbitrarily put the black girl? What you should have done, if you really want to be honest, Danny, was you should have put it on Nicole, because you are that snake girl that will put your friend up and stand back and be like, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care for it. So Danny, Memphis clearly puts himself out there that he's not trying to get Janelle or Kaser off because he knows older team players are sticking together and his game plan is blowing up right there. And obviously, didn't we know that Memphis was a snake? I mean, I don't understand if we're all stars. We've obviously watched, we've obviously watched each other and we've watched our seasons. You know that Memphis is going to say whatever to anyone possible to get what he needs to get done. I mean, don't we know that? I know. So I'm confused when we do stuff like that. But okay. So let me tell you, the smartest player, like I said, I told y'all to watch out for Memphis. I told y'all to watch out for Cody. And Cody is playing the best game possible. Cody is being cool with everybody, but not being too obvious that he's cool with certain people, not being too like whatever about certain things. He's just kind of talking. He's just kind of being like, oh yeah, that's what you should do. He listened to that whole thing that Janelle was trying to offer him. That lady was trying to offer him her kids. She was trying to offer him her kids just to stay on. You know what I mean? Like, no, I just don't, I didn't like that. Like, I just thought that was shifty. I wasn't here for none of that because that's not how you do that stuff. Like, Janelle was trying to, hold on one second. The work is calling, it's beckoning. No, I have the item. You can come pick up and you can use payment here or money transfer apps. Sorry, I gotta work at all times. It's working and talking. It's working and talking. You know what I mean? So it's working and talking. We gotta work and talk. But yeah, so Cody is sitting there telling the people what he wants to hear. Janelle is basically offering all her kids up, her wedding ring, anything possible to get somebody to say it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Keep me. Now, mind you, I understand we're playing a game, but she's over here so worried about Kazar so bad, and Kazar's this and Kazar's that. But then Kazar's my boo, like Kazar's my friend. But then here you go with the offering up your children basically to get in to stay in. Well, Janelle, it was over. We knew that was going to happen, but we gonna get into Enzo. No, Audrey, we not there yet. We at episode 9. So hold on, because we're gonna get into Enzo, we're gonna get into David, because I'm gonna slice. Like, I'm not even at the episode 9 was whatever. Okay. So 1. Okay. Tyler is just realizing, like, wait a minute, maybe the people put up, Mo, you just realized that if you get Janelle out the house or you don't get Janelle out the house, that you put a huge target on your back. Now, we're at episode 10. See how it just flows right in. That's why I like to do wait for more than one episode to come out, 2 or 3 episodes to come out so we could just get into a conversation. So now we're going to move on to episode 10. So Tyler is now realizing, I put the 2 strong ones up. What if one of them gets out and then they get the other one out, or something else happens and they put somebody else up? Here I go with a whole target on my back. You just realized that? You just realized that? Girl, I just told you how you're gonna purchase the item. I just told you how you can purchase the item. That's it. It's pickup. It's local pickup or shipping, and that's all you're going to be able to do. I don't understand. Anyway, so my thing is, so you Tyler, realize that you trying to get Janelle and Kaser out is really going to be like, oh my God, they can really take me out now because I just upset the 2 fiercest ones in the house. Tyler, I'm surprised at you because I thought you were a better player than this. You only played a year ago, so you should know what's going on. But okay, I digress. Anyway, the Slick 6 is Suck 6. Let me just tell you, Slick 6 is Suck 6. No shade. I don't know how y'all feel, but the Slick 6 is just, the Slick 6 is whack. I'm not here for the Slick 6 at all. What do y'all think of the Slick 6? That Slick 6, I'm not here for that at all. Oh my God. Yo, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just like, I just don't understand why people can't read information that you give. I just don't get it. Anyway, so the slick six is whack. Like the slick six get on my nerves. I just don't understand the purpose of the slick six. I don't understand the I don't understand the mentality. Like the slick six is clearly not slick. They got snakes all in the grass of the slick six. It don't even make no sense why y'all call each other the slick six. Like it should be just like slacking six, or we suck six, or six ain't the number for us six, or we ain't six, we actually four. Like two of us really like each other, but the other four just kind of ride six, like something like that. But the slick six name is a chop for me. Like it don't work for me. First of all, second of all, Ian, listen, Ian is over there, Ian is sitting in the chair just, yep, yep, just watching everybody. Ian ain't getting involved in nothing. Ian is just over there telling Janelle her face is gonna burn off with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's none of the Ian is not involved in the mix. And what's gonna happen is Ian is just gonna keep going. Ian is gonna keep rocking in his chair. Ian is gonna keep not being noticed, and Ian is gonna rock right into that $500,000. Trust me when I say. And I don't want Ian to win, but they're gonna let Ian just ride on Ian because they don't really pay him no mind. They don't pay Ian any mind, and that's a mistake. They better pay Ian some mind. They better stop doing that. Because Ian over there rocking, they discount him. Okay, well let Ian rock, because Ian's gonna rock to walk and walk right away with your $500,000. Y'all keep playing with Ian. I'm just saying. Because nobody talks about Ian. It's like Ian's not even on the show. Pay attention. It's like they don't even, because they have no film of Ian doing anything. They just be over there like, oh, okay. Ian's just over there rocking. Oh, okay. Yeah, Ian's calculating all your mess. And Ian is saying and doing what he needs to do to walk away and rock right into that $500,000. Believe me when I tell you. Because you see, Ian is just not in the mix. Just we'll get there when we get there, and when we have to tell them I told you so, we'll talk about it then. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I believe in the current moment of what's going on at the house. At the current moment, we'll see more tonight, of course, but at the current moment, Cody is the number one player in that game. I don't know how you guys feel, but I believe Cody is the number one player in that game. The number one player in that game. I just think he's got the best gameplay, the best handle on everybody, the best talking ability, the best capability to talk to people and just let the people know what he's doing. You know what I mean? It's just I like the way Cody plays. Even though I'm not a Cody fan, I like the way Cody handles the people. You know, another one that has that capability is Tyler, but we're gonna get right now, and that's the segue into this nonsense. Now listen, my ladies and my men, if there's any men here, hey Fancy, my ladies and my men, my Audrey, my Fancy, my Crystal, listen. I know Crystal you don't watch, but just listen. I just had to give a moment of silence for David's brain and Devon's brain and Bailey's half a thought she had a brain. Okay. We know that Devon's problem in past seasons is that she talks too much. You went and gave away your whole game like 2 weeks ago. Okay? You talk too much. If you guys remember when I did my review of the show the other day, I said, okay, now here's I'm here for all this. Like, we're trying to do this black unity. I understand all this black unity and what's going on. And she's in there really trying to support the black African American first BB, Big Brother winner. I get it. I totally understand. But if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, I did a review of her purely voting out her friend Nicole. Her purely voting out her friend Nicole because Nicole was white and David was black. And David stood in that lady's face and told her to, and she brought it up. It's her, Bailey, and David having a conversation. And Bailey is sitting there. Bailey is sitting there. Hey, CP. Bailey is sitting there, and they're saying, "Well, y'all don't like each other, and David don't trust Devon." How could David not trust Devon? Devon sat there and said, "David, this is what they're saying. David, this is what they told me. David, this is what I'm going to do. David, I'm not going to vote you out because you're black. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I don't understand. Hey, I don't understand." And David is going to sit there. David is going to sit there with, mind you, if nothing else, David had one person on his side, and that was Tyler. And Devon is over here worried because she's like, well, now I don't think that I have David in my corner, my African-American brother. I don't think I have my David in my corner. So, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? All I got Bailey, and as if they put me up on the block, now what do I do when I thought I had two? Now I for sure only have one. That's what's going on in her mind. But she would have had a for sure two had she kept Nicole. But instead, she chose to keep David. What you chose to keep? You purely chose to keep a man that was on one episode of Big Brother. You've been on 3 shows. Hey, Biker. You've been on 3 times, 2 or 3 times. I can't remember. I think it's 3 times. But you've been on 3 different times or 2 different times, and you chose to defend a man that's only been on the show 1 time purely because of the color of his skin? When you had a definite ally? You had a definite ally in Nicole that you voted off, and you voted her off. Who votes off a person they hang out with outside of the house? Who does that? In the beginning of the game. Now, if this has to happen down at the end, that's what has to happen. But in the beginning of the game, the choice shouldn't have even had to, Lightfoot, the choice shouldn't even have to have been thought like, hey, I got an ally in my homegirl that I hang out with outside of this house, or I'm just going to pick this boy, or excuse me, I shouldn't say that, this man, I'm going to just pick this man purely because he's black like me. What? You do know we playing a game, right? And then that man told you to your face, Devon, chill, you talking too much. And when he told you that, you didn't vote him out? What? Make that make sense. And then Bailey over here with, yeah, I mean, I don't really understand. And then, first of all, then they go to asking him what's going on. And this man goes, Tyler and Cody had your name up and they kept saying your name. Like, sir, are you even trying to play this game? Sir, are you even trying to be a part of this? Like, these ladies are trying to do this African-American unity type situation where the 3 of y'all kind of make it. If that's what you got to do to get ahead, and that's what and Devon is very strong about trying to do that because that's been a point for her since she's gotten there. Bailey, I don't trust Bailey as far as I could throw her, and I could probably throw her far. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Bailey, but Devon has been on that same thing since she's walked in the door. And you, sir, go over here, and then you rat out the one person that has been on your side from the beginning. Tyler pulled you in that room weeks ago and was like, bro, I got you. Forget what they saying. We came from the season together. Da-da-da-da-da. If nothing else, you knew you was in there for at least 2 or 3 more weeks. And you sit here and just throw him up under the bus? And then walk over to Tyler after that and go, here, guy, And yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I'm as good a game player like I say I am. Oh, I don't know if I'm as good as I say I am. Because yeah, so they cornered me. One, they didn't corner you, David. Stop lying. Those women did not corner you. They asked you questions and you volunteered names. You could have put any other name in there. You went and put Tyler, which had your back. I don't care if you would have said Cody. I don't care if you would have said Cody in Memphis, but you should have definitely not said Tyler. And then to say that those women cornered you to make him feel like they badgered you into saying that. Then to have a conversation with Tyler and then say, well, you did tell me that Danny told you, right? What? So you knew that somebody so you knew that somebody else told Tyler that, but you put Tyler and Cody's name into it? I don't get it. I'm so confused. And hold on, what is Biker, what you saying? Gio, we always seem to agree on everything, but I'm with Day on this one. The black in me would have just caught the bullet on this one. Wait, Biker, what do you mean? Explain what you mean. Because I'm not against Devon. I'm saying that I think Devon should have kept her known ally because David was too wishy-washy to know what was going on. When David would have put his hand up in my face, or he would have just sat there in my face and told me, you talk too much, I wouldn't have voted out Nicole F. I would have kept Nicole F and voted him out because I knew I had an ally, especially this young and this early in the game. Does that make sense? I don't think that the vote of just voting for him because he was black should be the reason that you voted for him when he's so unpredictable and you don't know where he stands on anything because he's only been on the show for like an hour. You know what I mean? But I mean, I do wrestle with the point of like, he is African American, she's African American. The current state of the United States of America, she is trying to unify and solidify, but clearly he wasn't trying to unify and solidify. So when that bell and that doorknob would have been rung, I would have let him ring the doorknob and step out the door while he was ringing it. If that makes sense. That's what I was talking about, Biker. Maybe we're saying the same thing and I didn't understand your statement, but let me know what you're saying. Hey, Cocoa Butter. So, that's what I meant by that. And then because of David and Devon and this whole Cody and Tyler situation, you know what I'm saying? And this whole Cody and Tyler situation, then Janelle almost, I thought Janelle, when it came out, first of all, the editing job at Big Brother is not to be played with. Let's clap it up for the editing job at Big Brother because the way that they edited it and made it seem like Danny was going to say, Danny goes in there and says, I vote for Kaiser. I screamed at the TV like, wait a minute. Did this thing all just switch up? Like, did this thing just switch up and Janelle's actually about to get out? You know what I'm saying? Like, Janelle's about to stay in the house. Oh, there was a switch. And then the editing went back to normal and they were like, oh no, she's really still going. But that's the reason why. But she didn't know that he really wasn't for the same cause. But Biker, he told her to her face, like, you talk too much. She was pouring all the information to him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I see what you're saying, but he showed she could have still voted for him and got the rest of everybody to vote him because he's not known to anybody, and they could have all gotten him out because he's pointless. Because now to sit there and be like, well, because we were trying to do this African American thing. David, when did you ever talk about the African American thing? And I understand that things get edited out, but sir, when Devon was trying to talk to you about that, sir, 2 weeks ago, David, you was over here like, you talk too much. So, sir, keep that same energy because I'm confused. Now I'm really confused. This is why I find him to be wishy-washy and I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem with him. Hold on. Oh, okay. So then So yeah, so we thought, I gotta refer to my notes. I got my notes and everything. I'm ready, y'all. Promise. So then, we see that Janelle, the way they edit it, they make it seem like, oh, Janelle it's about to be an upset, a backdoor situation, and we're gonna get Kaiser out. And then they go back to the normal, and it's like, oh, okay. So whatever. So let me see. But this was after Nicole was evicted, that she really saw that he wasn't going to go hard for her like she was for him. Yes, Biker, that's completely true. It was after the eviction that she saw that, but before the eviction, she had the conversation with him where he said, you need to chill. You need to calm down. So she hadn't casted her vote yet. And at that point, when he said that to me, I would have casted my vote for him to go bye-bye. I'd have rallied with my slick six, the whack six, the six that's not really six and it's really like 3 or 2. I would have went to them. I would have rallied to them and got David out because I ain't with the nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. So, but I understand what you're saying too. So yeah. So getting back to that. So, they did the editing thing. They made it seem like it was about to be an upset. Then then it's Danny, and then it's Enzo. Okay. So we go. So let me give you one thing. I understand a lot of you do not like Nicole, and I get it, and that's fine. And I'm okay with it because to each his own, and we have to like who we like and we vibe with who we vibe with. I like Nicole. I happen to like Victor too. So, her husband, or soon to be husband. So, maybe I'm partial. I don't think her voice is annoying like everybody does or like they do on Twitter, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, and Biker Boy, I understand completely aha moment for sure. So then, but I will give when Janelle got kicked out. Did you see how the camera went to Nicole to see what Nicole F was going to do? And Nicole was like, Nicole got up. Nicole got up and was like, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to Nicole. I have to give that G. And then that exit video that they played for Janelle when Janelle was on the outside. And that exit video was, hey, I know you didn't like me. I was really a fan, but I guess you didn't like me. I see, I get it. Oh, and you probably don't want to come to my wedding. So don't worry about it. I get it. You don't want to come. And ended, oh, I was here for it. I like shit like, excuse me. I like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I got it. Like, I was like, oh, okay. At least she's not fake. At least she's telling her to her face like, girl, I'll mess with you. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. So, I had to give her credit for that. If nothing else. Whew. Listen here. Episode 11 was a lot for me. Y'all ready to get into 11? Man, oh man. Y'all ready to get into 11? Because we got to discuss, We got to discuss 11. Okay. So we see the HOH, excuse me. It's Enzo. First of all, I'm not here for kitty kitty meow meow, meow 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 meow, snack smack, Jackie Chan, whatever his name is. I'm not here for it. I don't know. Maybe because I'm from New York, he's from Jersey. I don't know. I don't care for him. I don't like him. There's nothing about him I like. Yay! It took you 10 years. You finally want a HOH. Whip-de-doo. Okay. So, kitty kitty meow. It's your week. Great. Okay. 1. Now we in new power. Oh wait, Biker, we about to get into Danny. Hold on. We in new power, right? Now we got this new power. Now remember, episode 10 just left us with David doing the dumbest okey doke of life because he's just like, hey man, God, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think like can we really talk about like, okay, P, come on, just hang. But can we talk about how he was sitting there like, maybe I'm not as good at the game as I thought I was. David, why did they bring you back, David? Why did they? David get on my nerves. So anyway, now you have set up and set into motion. Now Tyler is in is not a black girl's, is that Tyler. And Tyler wasn't the issue with Devon and Bailey. And especially Bailey he wasn't at. And Devon, what he was saying about Devon was totally true. She was over here tripping because she didn't get to be in the safety suite to get a costume because she's never gotten a costume. And she was going against her own alliance, bashing and saying everybody better put me in. Devon was doing too much talking. This is what Devon does. Stereotypically with Devon, when she's on the show, that's what she does. She talked too much. Girl, you talk too much. You said you was going to come on the show and stop talking and doing too much and talk about what you do in life, your baby, you know, the acting and all that. And here you go doing the same thing you're not supposed to, you said you wasn't going to do. So what Tyler was saying wasn't wrong, and what he was saying about her name wasn't like he was like, wait a minute, I'm going to switch it to Devon. But if some stuff went down and with Devon doing all she was doing, he was just letting it be known like Devon could be up because she's messing up our game at the current moment, which is what Big Brother is about. So I don't disagree with what he was saying, in my opinion. Devon talks too much. That's always been Devon's problem when she's been on the show, for me. I feel like she gives away too much game. She trusts unwillingly, and she just is like, yep, here you go. Here's all my information. Oh, yep, yada. And you're like, girl, but it's too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay. Now, Miss Danny. I can't stand Danny. I can't stand Danny. Let me say, only biker boy. This is the biker boy. Only reason I'm able to take David is because he's black. Maybe the longer he stays in the house, the more he can get a grip on the game. Okay, biker. I'm gonna let you have it. He's run the course for me. Like, I liked him on last season, but he's run the course for me. Biker, I'm sorry, not David's done run the course for me, Biker. Like, I just gotta let him go. But I just don't like David. Like, I'm down for Devon or Bailey to do something, but I can't. But Biker boy, he ain't won a comp yet. Did he win a comp yet? I don't think David's won a comp yet. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, but he might be in beast mode, but he starts out as a beast and then he just falls way short. I can't do it with him. David just got to go. I'm sorry, because he got lost in the dark on the first episode last season. He was a chop and he came back. I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you have yours though, because obviously this is what we're here for, and I love that we can banter and talk about it because this is what makes me happy and to be able to talk to y'all and get your opinions, because I ain't got nobody to talk to about it here. But yeah, no, I can't co-sign. I just run the course for me. David has run the course for me, but we'll see. So Danny, let's get into Danny. Okay, first of all, y'all know that on Danny's game, when Danny played before, Danny did this same thing. This is exactly Danny's same game. That girl had the audacity to sit up there and say, when Cody came and talked to, let me tell you something. But when Cody came to talk to Danny, I hear what you're saying, Biker, or I see what you're saying. But when Cody came to talk to Danny and was like, okay, so who else did you get to vote with you? And that lady went and said, I didn't do it, I swear. I don't like when they do that stuff, I swear. Don't swear. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just say, nah, I ain't do it. Since you wouldn't do it, she would have got me to believe her more if she would have said, well, since you wouldn't do it with me, I wouldn't. But Cody is not dumb, and it doesn't make sense that you are so pressed with everybody in the circle about who did what. Like, it don't make any sense. Like, Danny, the day before the eviction vote, you told him, let's throw off 2 votes. And then there's magically 2 votes. Obviously, he's going to think it's you. I don't like a person that can easily lie in your face like that. And somebody that can easily lie in your face like that, and then to say words like, I swear, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Now, I don't really care for stuff like that. Because she should have, and just she just kept it going. Like, girl, you're going too far out of the way to keep saying you're not. Then you start doing this, hey, Queen, then you start doing this whole Bailey and Devon. Where did you even get Bailey and Devon? Because Bailey and Devon are cool? So, Danny, you think that they don't know that you and Nicole are cool? Excuse me? I don't understand what you got Bailey and Devon in your mouth for. I don't get it at all. They ain't even said nothing. All, girl, you over here doing whatever you doing, and nobody's even checking for you, Cody, who you tried to side with, that backdoored you all the way. Hey, Nadia. Cody was the one over here like, I'm not doing that. So who you need to be worried about is Cody, not Bailey and Devon. You doing stuff that don't make sense to me. And I feel like you feel some type of way on some other level that is underscore level of some sort of hatred or bigotry, because I don't know what's going on, why you would do that. Because what does that have to do with what's going on? Like, why did you single them out? Like, it made no sense to single them out. So something ain't right. Something with that situation ain't right. I don't get it. I don't get it. And if we were gonna talk about putting up a pawn, I would have put David up, and I would have put Devon up as the pawn, because they would have ticked David out. In light of the current situation, hey, Nadia, like, in light of the current situation, if I was gonna pick the people, I'd have put David and Devon up, just to get David out and then keep Devon. I don't like what's going on. I don't really trust all that. And so let's talk about when we were trying to figure out the other stuff, right? And Cody's trying to figure out who the other vote is. Okay. So I want to see if we was on the same vibe in that situation, which was going on. Okay. So when they're sitting there in that little space and they're laying down, and he's like, okay, this is between you and I. This is between you and I. And he's talking to Enzo. Cody and Enzo are talking. And he's like, so just so you know, the day before, Danny comes to me and tries to say we're going to sway the vote and do 2 votes the other way. And then, you know what I'm saying, just to make it whatever. And Enzo sits there and looks. And then pauses and doesn't say anything. Why didn't Cody pick up the fact that was obviously Enzo was the other vote? And then what was so crazy to me is that Enzo magically knew that Danny was telling Cody that Bailey and Devon were doing stuff that was wrong, that she wanted to put it on Bailey and Devon. Something in that Enzo, I believe that Enzo, Danny, there's some sort of something going on there that we're not privy to, or we're missing, or something, because it's just really shifty. And like, Cody should know that Enzo is really the one to not watch for, and that it is not them at the final 2. Like, I don't trust any of that. Something about, like, they're at the black girls, like, they're just like, well, these black girls could go. Like, something about this situation is not making sense to me, and I don't get it. And then, am I the only one that sees that? Or am I making that up? Do I not see what I think I see? Is it just me? Somebody tell me. Like, do y'all see that? Okay, Audrey, you see it too. Okay, so something's just not adding up. And then I forgot. So remember when Danny was sitting in there, it was Christmas, and and then Cody was laying on the bed, and then David came in there, and Devon was in there, and yeah, Audrey, like they're disposable, like they're throwaway towels, like moist toilets. Like, I don't get what's going on. And then, like, so you remember when they were all in the room and they were talking, and David walks in the room, right? Cody's laying on the bed, Devon's across the thing, and David's like, who did I vote out? Why did I vote them out? Who did I vote out? What's going on? Like, what is that thing with David that he does? Like, what is that? Hey, Deacon. Like, what is that thing? What does anybody know what that thing is? Like, is that a normal thing for? Because I don't even like. I don't know. We don't know David's game, or at least I don't. So like, I'm so confused. And then for him to go in the vignette and be like, "Well, why would she ask me that question in front of people?" Sir, you're supposed to be part of this little group and alliance that they're doing. So she was asking you because she's still at this whole thing like you're her brother in the cloth. Like, y'all both being African American puts him on the top. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Okay, Biker, you caught it too. Like, I don't get it. I'm just confused. Like, I don't, something, to me, this season, something is really fishy for me. Like, something is really, really fishy. Because we're going to get into another section that I'm going to see. Now, I'm really going to talk to y'all about this section because I really want to see what y'all thought. Because something is just really odd with this Devon Bailey throwing them under the bus situation. They're the votes. They did something. Like, I don't know what this fascination is or what the issue is, but something, I don't know. Like, just we're going to talk through it, and then maybe we'll discuss it and figure it out together because I don't get it. So like I said, Cody should have realized that was Enzo that was the second vote. I don't know how that wasn't just drawn right there and you couldn't pick that up. Maybe I'm a good judge of character. Maybe that's my empathic, capabilities or something. But it was just written all over Enzo's face that it was clearly him. Through those glasses, I saw it right through those glasses. First of all, kitty kitty me meow, yum 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 yum, whatever he is called, meow snow, whatever, meow Pokemon extravaganza, whatever his name is, he's whack, and he's a snake, and he's whack, and I just no. Chop. Like, I'm not here for you. I told y'all from the beginning, Enzo was never on my radar for being somebody to like. Enzo can get gone, but they don't have the capability to get rid of Enzo. I promise you that. That's not anywhere near happening. I promise you that. All right. So this is what I want to discuss. This is what I really want to discuss. This is the thing I really want to discuss. Okay. Yay. Yay, Chris, you remember. I'm so thankful. I appreciate that. We're gonna work. I'm gonna do member stuff today, so no worries. Thank you. So let me see. What did Audrey say? I see the way everyone in the house is away towards the black page. There's something off. Right, Audrey. Like, it's just something happened. Like, what is the deal? Like, I understand. Look, I know Biker's not going to agree with me, but I understand anybody being weird with David. Like, be weird with David. But Devon is actually very social, very talkative, very, very engaging, very nice. She's an actor teacher. So it's just, David seems to be an introvert. And he feels like an outsider. And with the blow up in the house, he doesn't know where he fits in. Okay, Biker. I mean, that's a good assessment, and I understand that. And I can see that point. But I just don't get the Devon issue, besides the little bit that I've said about when it comes to her gameplay, that she talks too much. But she's also very social and very nice, so I don't get it. And then Bailey, I could take or leave Bailey. But I don't know what's this whole argument. Like, Bailey actually... I don't know. Like, I don't get it. There's something off. Okay. What I want to get into is this, and we're going to see how we feel. I just want to talk to y'all about it because this is, now see, I done took 44 minutes and I'm sorry. I'll just talk about, but we almost done with this before we get to tough as nails. But this is real important to me, and I really want to talk to you to you guys. Biker Boy, Audrey, I just want to see what you feel. You know what I'm saying? See if you understand what I'm saying or how I feel, or maybe just correct me or talk to me about it. So, Kaser. Did you know where I was going to go? Do you guys know where I'm going to go when I say Kaser already? Kaser and this conversation he has with Devon about the state of the world and what's going on in the world and what's going on in life. And okay, so if you guys remember like in the beginning of the game, he had a conversation with Devon about Black Lives Matter without ever saying Black Lives Matter. He said, the way that the world is, I have a son now. I feel some type of way. And I told you guys that did not emote to me. And I didn't believe him when he was talking about it. If you guys remember, whoever was here for that review, I didn't believe his sincerity at all. This conversation kind of had the same effect on me. Did anybody believe that? Did anybody believe Kaser when he was talking about it? Like, I felt like the tears were fake. I knew it was real from Devon. That's not what I'm not questioning Devon at all. I knew what Devon was talking about. I knew exactly what she was referring to. I knew that feeling. I've had that feeling. I know exactly what she's talking about or what her brothers have felt or any of those things. So I understand that part, what she was talking about. But that Kaser thing for me, I don't know. I feel like he's using Devon for his social game. Okay, Audrey, so you feel that way too. So you feel like I do, like Kaser was using that for I think he's playing the social game with Devon. I think he's gonna get Devon on his side because nobody else will have this in-depth, none of the other players that are white. And I know Kaser's not white, he's Middle Eastern, but none of the other white individuals or the Caucasian individuals on the show will have this in-depth conversation besides maybe Nicole F. that is already kicked off because she didn't mind because, she has that podcast and stuff. But Kaser, to me, he just drops the information. It never makes sense. Like, he's not coming from like the whole I have to answer a call, and that's why I got the phone call now at this time of the current socioeconomic. Is it me? Is it me? So Audrey's with me. I understand that, Audrey, but Biker Boy, what do you think? Do you believe Kaser? Like, Kaser, do you believe him? I just don't. I kind of feel like he wants them to see him as a black man too. Like, I think, you know what? Audrey, that might be it. Audrey, that might be, maybe it's just like he wants to, I don't know if he wants them, I get what you're saying. Like, I don't know if he wants them to see him as a black man, but I think that he wants them to see him as an ethnic as well. And so, hey, Devon, I'm ethnic with you. Hey, Bailey, I'm ethnic with you. And if you realize he never has the conversation with David or Bailey, or at least I don't remember seeing it. Maybe he did with Bailey once. She was there too. No, I don't think so. Maybe she wasn't. I don't remember. But it's like he's doing this thing so that Devon, because she's got the house's ear, if you will, because Devon is very vocal in the house and they do listen to her, and she's on different sides kind of thing. Like, it's almost like he's trying to infiltrate a little bit and let me tell this black girl what she wants to hear and let her know I'm on her side because I am ethnic too. And they kind of, I understand what you're saying, Coco, but it's just like, it's this thing, like he does this, he's just doing this thing. Like, I don't know how to, I can't put the words on it, but he's just doing this thing where it's like, he's there. That tear thing when he was like, I was like, girl, like I didn't care for that tear thing. And it's something about it just seems off, different, not right. Okay, so Biker Boy, you agree with me too. Yes, I do believe it's complete strategy. Okay, so let me tell you something, guys. I was so worried about coming to this section of it because I didn't want to offend and I wanted you guys to hear me and not think that I was being, I get worried about subjects like this because I'm really, like, it just seemed disingenuous, and I was so taken aback. Like, I watched it and then I rewound it and I watched it again and I was trying to watch the mannerisms and I'm like, something about this ain't right for me. And it was like when he did it weeks ago, it wasn't right then, but it's definitely, hey Monique, but it was just off. Like, it was totally off. And I think he's using the current state of the world and the Black Lives Matter situation to try to make it his own gain. And then he's going to try to be like, all right, me, David, Devon, Bailey, we got 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got 4. And then we'll maybe get 2 more and make us 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, I'm not here for. Okay, I'm glad that we're on the same page. Okay, I feel better because I was just wondering. Like, we're gonna see tonight what happens, but I was just wondering. All right, so let me say this: Danny and that Nicole situation where they were trying to show Danny and Nicole, and she's my friend. First of all, Danny's no dummy. You keep your girl from the outside of the house on the inside with you, and you make it work, of course. But I believe that Danny would lie to the Pope in the Pope's face. I don't trust Danny I don't trust Danny at all. And I hope Nicole is not seriously thinking that Danny's really there for her. Like when she was doing that section and she goes, I don't even worry about when I see Nicole talking to somebody else because I'm thinking, good, she's going to come bring me that information. Oh, yeah, you got to watch a person like that is already assuming that whatever information you get or don't get, whatever information is going to be suited, you're going to take that and you're going to give it to them. Nicole, I really hope that you do not fall prey to Danny because I believe Danny will stab you right in your back, turn you around, and be like Enzo did it. You know what I mean? Like, Danny is a ruthless one. Danny is a different breed of a human when it comes to this game. I don't know. There's something about it. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, and then, okay. All right. So we're going to get back to Kaiser again for me. Because I have a different, let me see. If he is genuine, his body language says something different. Absolutely, Biker. His body language says something completely different than being genuine. But we're going to get into Kaiser again. So then Kaiser goes to talk to Enzo, right? And then when he gets in there with Enzo, it's this male bravado. You guys noticed that when he got in there with Enzo, then it was like, yeah, dude, I respect you. I think you the one. I think you got it all. I think you could do this. Like, dude, yeah, you the one. You could do this. Oh, yeah. Like, this is how you do it. Yeah, dude. Like, I believe that's how you do it. Like, yeah, dude. Like, it was this bro, this machismo, this bravado. Like, yeah, man, man to man power. We the one. We got this. I respect you. And I understand some of that has to be for the game, but I believe that he just left that sorry conversation with Devon. He just left that whole I don't want to raise a kid in this. Man, I don't Kaiser playing the game. K-Star playing the game. I don't trust K-Star. I don't trust K-Star, K-Swift. I got to come up with a new name for him because I don't like saying K-Star. I don't want to disrespect. I'm not disrespecting nobody's name. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I don't trust him. Listen. Now we got to get into a funny. How many babies did Christmas have? Did Christmas have 22 babies? Look. If nothing else, that would have made me leave the game. Them babies every 32 seconds having new babies, I would have hit it. I'm just being honest. He said if he stayed, he was going to turn up. He did, Audrey. You're completely right. He did say that. I don't trust it. He's gonna get Janelle back. He's gonna get something back for Janelle because he's gonna do something. But I don't trust K-Star at all. But them babies that they kept having Christmas have, baby, I'd have to leave the game. Like, was it 15, 20 babies, 27? I'd have had to go. Them babies were funny, Audrey, but I had to go. They woke up at 2:15, then it was 2:20, then it was 2:35. I'd have been like, listen. I'd have looked up at the speaker. Now, I know you can see me, camera. Whoever's on that speaker, you better cut it out. If you call one more baby, you know what I mean? Like, I'd have been done. They'd have had to get me out the game. I'd have said, I'm out. Got it. I pass. I said, no. Okay. So then we're going to get to the votes and then we move on from Big Brother. But the nominations, Right. No one, no Audrey, no one was helping her watch none of them babies. They wasn't, no one could help her watch them. Those were her children. Enzo was not involved. Like, maybe it's me. Again, guys, maybe this is me. But for me, if Enzo picked me to be safe with you and then didn't help or didn't even try to help or do anything, stuff like that makes me watch Enzo if I was Christmas. Just saying. But it is what it is. I'm not in the game. I'm just saying I don't. There's something not right. There's something not right. But when it comes to these nominations, when he's saying that Kesar never talked to him about, Enzo said, when he put Kesar up, he was like, well, he's never talked game to me in 4 weeks. So? Who are you? He knew that you didn't like him. So, and then you're going to be like, well, then he comes in here and talks game to me? Well, what's he supposed to do? Damn if he do, damn if he don't? Because she had like 27. Because she had like 27. Don't you do it, Biker. Maybe it was 12, but I'm just saying it felt like 27. But like Kesar, so Kesar finally comes in there because you're the head of household, and everybody goes and talks to the head of household when they get, before nominations. So what else was he supposed to do? He knew that you never liked him, so why would he go out of his way and like? There's certain parts of what Kesar has done that I would have definitely done. Me and Enzo would never get along. Like I would have a target on my back. I would be honest with an Enzo type individual because I don't like no parts of his energy. I don't like the way he walks around. I don't like this. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I don't like all that. That's that Guido nonsense. I can't take all that. That gym tan laundry stuff. I can't do that. Like you got to miss me with all that. I just can't. Like this is why I didn't watch Jersey Shore. Like I know people love that. I don't have time. That aggravates me. Like that irks me. That stuff just it grinds me. Like don't. And his whole energy is not for me. Like y'all can miss me with Enzo completely. So me and Enzo wouldn't have liked each other from the rip. You know what I'm saying? Like Audrey just trying to he's whack to me. Like he's whack. And that stuff with that bidet, listen, I have not forgotten about that bidet like 2 weeks ago. That stuff with that bidet and he let that water go all everywhere. I don't trust no man like that. That's a dirty man. And anybody that's going to be that dirty in a social gathering, in a social group with individuals that are living there with you and you don't mind and you're going to do that, I don't trust you at all. And then when that happened, I ain't got time. So he was already done when we started. But when that bidet situation happened and he walked out of there like grabbing and stuff like, yeah. I ain't never had no bidet. Where we from, we ain't got. What are you saying? What are you saying to me? No, I don't play with Enzo at all. I'm not here for Enzo. And then Kevin. Now I done told you I can't stand Kevin. And he did exactly what I was wanting him not to do. And he got on there and was like, well, I don't understand why they picked me. I don't understand why they picked me. What am I going to do? Why? I was like, Kevin. Why you got to do all that? And then like what? Then it was the whole like he's a pawn. A pawn for what? What was even the point of putting up Kevin? Like for me, Kevin could have gone a long time ago. Like I really don't like Kevin at all. But I just don't understand a pawn for what? What was he there for? And Kevin with that whining and the oh my god and what like I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I mean, we're going to see tonight. We're going to see tonight. I just thought, we're going to see tonight. I don't get it. I hope they do something different. I don't get it. I'm over it. Hey, Daryl. But I don't get it. I don't know. That's my 2 cents, my 32 cents on Big Brother because we had to discuss all that together because I needed that to flow together so we could discuss it in totality. Because tonight we gonna get some answers and we gonna catch up because I ain't got. I don't know if I hope y'all understand what I was saying. I wasn't trying to offend nobody. I just did some stuff don't sit right with me, and I believe that they got something against the black players on that show. Something's weird about that show and how they keep doing Devon, David, and and Bailey. I don't know. This is something not right. I don't know, and I don't know if you guys follow the Twitter, but if y'all don't follow that Twitter, you need to because baby, in that Twitter they let them children hold it. They let CBS hold it. Like they just there's something just not something is weird. Something weird is going on. Something don't make sense. So I know it's a little over an hour and I do apologize, but I just want to tell you guys, if you guys have not watched the show on CBS called Tough as Nails, you are missing out. Tonight is the season finale of Tough as Nails. Tough as Nails is an excellent show. I know I've talked about it before, but Tough as Nails is Audrey, I know. I just don't Audrey on here, we won't talk about the live feeds because I know everybody doesn't watch the live feeds and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like cuz I don't want to ruin nothing for nothing. But we'll see it. We'll chitter chat, I promise. Michael boy, what I did. What I did. But, I just want to, for me, to be honest, Tough as Nails is something about team building, something about growth within people. Like tonight is the season finale, but I really believe that you guys should watch it on demand from the beginning. I mean, it is a really good, heartfelt, real show with real people in real jobs and real positions without any kind of money, really, and really working to get to strive together to work together to get to an end goal. And it really is an excellent show, and it really is a heartwarming show. And TV a lot of times is about tawdry hot mess, and Tough as Nails is really not about tawdry hot mess. It's really about each and every one of us loving each other to get to the end common goal. And I believe in that, and I want us. I know it's not going to always be possible, but I do want us to try to work together to get to a happy goal together and make that happen. So Tough as Nails is a really good show on CBS. Tonight is the season finale, but if you haven't seen it yet, watch it on demand and then take a look, check it out, tell me what you think. Obviously Big Brother is on tonight on CBS as well, so we need to catch that so we can discuss because we're going to have a lot to discuss. Audrey, that's your husband's show. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a really good show. So, we got to discuss. Then we can get back into our Netflix discussions because we got to get back into our Netflix. We got to get back into our Apple TV because I haven't even hit you with the Apple TV yet. We're going to hit Apple TV. I don't know if Mona can do tonight. Yeah, I do, Biker. I totally understand. I don't know. I don't know if Mona can do the Unibrain conversations tonight. Something's happening in her building. So if she can't, then I might come on tonight after Big Brother maybe. And we'll talk about that. And then maybe, or we'll get into Apple TV shows or we'll get into Netflix. We'll get into something. I go out of town tomorrow for a couple of days. So we'll talk it through. What show, Biker? Which one, Biker? Tell me. But we'll talk it through. We'll work it through. We'll do, Tough as Nails. Oh, you're talking about Tough as Nails. I got you, Biker. I totally got you. Yeah, I love that show too. But we'll get through it. We'll talk it through, and we'll if Mona can't do the Unibrains discuss conversations tonight, I'll consider coming back on. I don't know. I mean, I might come back on later tonight because Big Brother might come through my body and soul, or that Tough as Nails might make me have to shout, and I need to shout at y'all together with y'all. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how I move. But I love each and every one of you. Remember to love your neighbor. Remember to love each other. Remember, if you have time and if you want some exclusive type content, make sure you go to my memberships and join one of my membership tiers and get some exclusive stuff and exclusive time with me. Not just like in general with these videos and stuff. And see what we can do, and we will chat soon. We will talk it up, and I love each and every one of you. Hey, Daryl, I love you too, and I love each and every one of y'all, and they're going to take too much more of your time. So check me out. Always stay on my community wall, and because I post there to talk to you guys a lot too, and join my membership tiers, like I said, and we'll holler soon. All right. I love y'all.